Is it true that it is the sunnah to eat your food before the prayer? If so, how can we balance this during Ramadan? This is the first question. Narrated Al-Imam Muslim, may Allah have mercy on him, that the Prophet ﷺ said, whenever the food is served, and the word food in this hadith in the Arabic text refers to al-asha, and al-asha refers to the food of dinner. وَأُقِيمَتُ الصَّلَاةِ, and the prayer or the iqamah has been called to establish the prayer. فَبِدَأُوا بِالْعَشَاءِ, you should begin by eating dinner. This hadith indicates that one should choose between something that is urgent and the prayer which has the best time, the permissible time, and the critical time, then haram time. So if the person has to eat because he's starving, he's extremely hungry, and he smells the food and he cannot resist, then he should begin by eating first rather than praying. Why? Because the prayer in Islam is not some sort of jumping jacks. It is not just the physical part of it. It is both the physical and the spiritual part of it. The person may offer the physical part without the spiritual or the moral part, and the prayer will be useless, worthless. As the Prophet ﷺ said in one hadith, that a person may leave the prayer and will get only 10% of it, 9th, 1/8, 1/6, 1/5, and so on. It depends on the amount of khushu', tranquility, and concentration that the person maintained during the salah. So the Prophet ﷺ also in another hadith said, لا صلاة لحاذق ولا لحاقن, which means if a person is resisting the urge of answering the call of nature, he wants to go to the bathroom, he wants to urinate, defecate, or pass wind, but he says, let me just catch up the Isha before I void my wudu, so that I don't have to make another wudu. Such prayer is invalid, even though he prayed it with tahara. But so long as he was praying, he was resisting the urge of urination, or defecation, or passing wind. Begin with what's more important at the time, what's more urgent. That's why Abdullah ibn Umar ibn al-Khattab, as it is narrated by his servant Nafi', and the hadith is collected by Imam al-Bukhari, may Allah have mercy on him, said, كان عبد الله ibn Umar, Abdullah ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him and his father, used to begin by eating before offering the prayer, even if the iqamah has been called. So the jama'ah is established, but he's hungry, eat first, so that the person would maintain khushu' in the salah. Would that mean, according to the hadith, it is specifically for al-asha, which means dinner? No. Whether it is al-asha or al-ghada, which means lunch, or al-iftar, which means breakfast. How can we practice or apply this to the routine of fasting, then breaking the fast during Ramadan? The sunnah is to break your fast before praying by eating a few dates, drinking milk or water, and that would reduce your eating desire and would prepare the stomach for the main meal. Then you pray Maghrib, then you resume eating the meal. You do not attack the stomach right away with the extremely hot food or the cold food or whatever, because you're hungry. You give it an alarm. You eat a few dates. There is a beautiful practice in the Indian subcontinent. They eat some appetizers, some spicy food, light food, then they go to offer the namaz. They come back to after the Maghrib prayer to eat the main meal. As for those who regularly pray the Taraweeh and they stand for a long prayer, they know that it is best to eat light meal even after the Maghrib prayer, so that you'll be able to continue praying Isha and Taraweeh. And the best demonstration to that is during Ramadan in the Haram, whether in Mecca or Medina. It is so beautiful. First time for me, when I went there, I recognized that I'm stuck in the masjid. Like, okay, now the adhan has been called for Maghrib. They offer us the free dates and yogurt, milk, etc., light food. So I said, I must get out to eat because I'm hungry. But subhanallah, once I ate the dates and a small piece of bread and the yogurt, I was full. Then I rested. I didn't have the urge to go to the bathroom until I prayed Maghrib and Isha. And it became my routine every day. I am there. And it's not only myself. Every person is like that in most cases. So, generally speaking, if you're hungry, if you have the urge to answer the call of nature, begin by satisfying this desire first, then pray.